Hi, my name is Crystal, and on my channel I primarily talk about indie romance books, and today we are going to pull books from my bookshelves to basically do an unhaul. I list them on my Pango books. They need to get out of here. I'm not going to read them, or I don't care to continue having them. So, yeah, let's go on and do that then. There is a book missing here right now, but that's because I'm annotating. So this shelf is good. I'm gonna pull these. I'm gonna take that one out. The shelf down here is a meh kind of shelf. Definitely this one. I think we're gonna. I got this in Vegas when I went to Vegas. I think I'll keep it. Personally, I think I'm gonna get rid of these series. If I ever plan to read them. Don't know if I want to get rid of these because these are the UK covers of the Chestnut Springs series, and I like this series a lot, but I'm like, do I like it to have 2 copies? Because I have the indie US version, but I just don't like the US publisher copy. I'm gonna sit on these. I'm gonna put them back on the shelf. I'm gonna sit on these. I don't know if I'm gonna get rid of them. I would have to, what if I change my mind? I would have to go back to the UK and get these because buying it on Amazon UK, it costs even more money. These are like, these were like £9 like each when I went to London, and I know that translates to like $11 or $12, but that's even cheaper than the US. Because US, if you go to, excluding Amazon or Target or Walmart, because we know they price their books way cheaper to, push out these bookstores. But if you go to an actual bookstore, Barnes & Noble, because I got these at Waterstones, which is like their equivalent to Barnes & Noble. So if I were to go to the, Barnes & Noble in the US, these cost like $17, $18. I don't know if that's even right. So yeah, I got these for a sale. I don't know if I'm gonna get rid of them. We'll see. So far, and I did a little reorganizing, but I feel like it's still a work in process because I feel like I still want to get rid of more. But I also need to get a bin from Target to put some of these because they don't sell right away. When you put stuff on Pango and stuff like that, you kind of have to like finesse and haggle people for prices, which I understand because technically you're buying these things secondhand, so you shouldn't be paying first-hand prices. But at the same time, not every book can be put $3 because then I'm just making $1. For that, I might as well just donate it. I would put it in the little free libraries around, but I live like primarily the ones that are around me are in family-oriented neighborhoods. So I don't know if I would feel comfortable putting any of these in those free little libraries. So yeah, I'll be back. I still got more to do. It's a couple of days later, damn near almost a week, but work has me going through it.
What more do you want from me?
Anyways, so what I have right now is a book unhaul and then a book haul, because I did go to SteamyLit in Tampa this past weekend. And then I guess we'll continue organizing. I did organize this shelf a little bit, my Rena Kent shelf, and made it a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. I do have some special editions that are coming in within the next like 1 or 2 months from Books for Days crates. I got this Long Live Evil. This is, someone gave this to me as a birthday gift. I'm not anywhere interested in this. So that's that. The Intern by Marnie Mann. Again, I don't think I'm ever gonna be interested in reading this. I mean, I think from what I've been told, Marnie Mann writes really, really good spicy books, but sometimes the whole billionaire trope, I can only take so much of it. Playboy billionaire trope sometimes is played out. I don't think I'm ever gonna read it, and I don't even know what number this is in that series. I think it's not even like the first 3 or something like that. I don't know. Is these books by Savar Miller. So we have Sweet Solitude and Sweet Surrender. Now these two I did read in my introduction to book talk, and I really, really did enjoy them. But I think I'm missing the 3rd book, and I don't think it's available anymore. And it's gonna be an incomplete series. And I want to make more space on like more recent books. Hopefully someone will love these. Pretty covers though, I'm not gonna lie. 3 books in her, I don't even know what series this is called. The Neighbor series, I think. I don't know. We have The Architect. You have The Architect, The Doctor, and The Pool Boy. Now, I was really, really interested in reading these until I found out they're only one POV. At least the Doctor is. I don't know if the rest of them are. I think I don't know. But I don't think I'm ever gonna get into reading this. As of right now, it needs a new home. I have more books I want to buy, and I need space, okay? And one that's tied to that is the special edition of The Architect. It is hella sexy. I got this from the Last Chapter bookshop. If I were to read the series and like it, I probably would have kept it, but I didn't. Like, it's really, really pretty. This is, it is signed. Personally, this is when I believe that the Last Chapter bookshop was excelling at their special editions and their covers. Now, not so much. It leaves a little bit to be desired, I suppose. I love when book boxes are doing special editions of a book in a series, but I also hate the fact that they don't complete the series. This, I've had it for a year and a half now, I want to say. I don't think there's any plans to continue the series. So, yeah, it's gotta go. This is another one, I think, from the Last Chapter as well. It's Golden Wings and Pretty Things by Callie King. And it sounds like it would be my wheelhouse because it is X's dad and forbidden, but I just don't think I'm ever gonna read it. Again, I've had it for a year and a half, probably longer actually, and this is from the Last Chapter, so it is a special edition. It's really pretty. Am I gonna put these at prices? I don't know. And then there was Collection by Jenica Snow. I think this is like one of the Patreon, yeah, because I have the little like cute little coloring things that she gives for her Patreon. She's no longer doing physical copies in her Patreon, so I did end it. I did cancel my subscription, like, I want to say the beginning of the year, because it was just like, I need to stick to Patreons that I actually am interested in the authors and their, like, continued bonus chapters, you know, all that stuff that's in a Patreon. And with Jenica Snow right now, I haven't been looking at any of the things that she had posted. This is a collection, I think, of 2 books. And yeah, it's gotta go. Now, the last 3 for this book unhaul is books by Serena Ackroyd. I think that's how you pronounce her name. If I'm saying it wrong, my bad. But first up is Nyx. I don't know if this cover is the same anymore. This is an MC romance. She writes pretty good MC and mob romance. These are mob romances, and it's all interconnected, so you have to read them all together. I only have this one. It's gotta go. I have no interest in collecting the rest of the series. Same thing with this one, Filthy Rich and Filthy Secret. This one is thick. Filthy Rich was probably one of my favorites, and yeah, I have no plans in continuing to read the rest of the series. I think I've read all of the books in the series. I don't know. I can't remember. I think there may be one that I didn't. And yeah, they gotta go. There is also one more. I think I might add this one. Yeah, this is not my jam at all. They're in high school, I think they are. So it probably is like new adult. Falling Crest Academy. Yeah, I cannot do 18 and in high school. It's not my jam. So this is Fallen Crest High by T.I. Jan. You gotta go. Thanks for the PR mail, but I'm not interested in reading this, and it's just taking up space. Now that I've shown you my book unhaul, let me show you my book haul from SteamyLit, okay? I have now been able to visit both locations that are currently in Florida. From my understanding, I think they are working on opening a Miami location. So there is one in Deerfield Beach, which is a little like south. It's like 3 hours away from me. And then there's one in Tampa, which is about an hour and a half on a good day, probably a little less. Me and my sister went over there for the weekend, and I was like, this is one of the spots that I want to go visit. I was not planning on buying anything, or if I was lying to myself, I was only going to buy 1 or 2 books. Did that happen? No, I bought way more than that. Now, the first book is Sunny Disposition by Deanna Gray. I freaking love this, and I don't know why I forgot that I had the original copy. So I really like this cover, but I also like this cover, and I forgot that I had this one. I believe this one was actually a gift. Yes, it was gifted to me by my friend Lenore. This is the alternate cover, and then this is the actual like current cover. Not current, but regular cover, so to speak. It's beauty, it is grace. I love this interracial college romance, also a little bit of hockey, sports in there. And this one, perfection. You get Tough Guy by Rachel Reed. I haven't read this. I hope I'm going to enjoy it because I'm going to hate myself if I didn't. I've only read 1 book, and it's I think this is part of the same series if I'm not mistaken, but I've only read the first book in the series when it was put on Kindle Unlimited, because the books typically aren't on Kindle Unlimited, so it's taking me some time. Most of the time when things aren't on Kindle Unlimited, it takes me a while to realize, like, do I want to pay for the ebook? Do I really want to? What if I hate it? I'm gonna hate the fact that I spent $4.99 or $6.99. So we'll get to it eventually, but it was really, really pretty, and the back synopsis, whatever, blurb, sounded really good to me. So it's a hockey player and an aspiring musician. It is romance. It is Kimberly Lemming, The Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon, and The Time I Got Drunk and Needed a Potion at a Werewolf. And these are both autographed. I think that's one of the things I love about SteamyLit, is that they do have the authors from time to time some actual signed copies of books. So both of these are signed. So they're both signed. So I love that. I think there's a third one, and I think one that just released or is about to release. I'm not gonna lie, these covers are really cute. I like them. I do miss the OG covers, like the cartoon ones. I really liked those, and I do hope I get to go to a signing because I think at times they may do they may bring back the old covers for signings. So maybe. Don't quote me on that. I could have sworn I heard that was going to be a thing when those went out of print and people were really upset about them going out of print. Cupid Calling by, I am not going to even attempt to mispronounce their name. It is very pretty. I have not read this one, so I am going to be interested in how it goes. It is romance, but are in a heterosexual bachelorette type of reality TV show. but 2 of the contestants are falling for each other. And the cover is so cute. And the funny thing is, I was looking at this, I want to say it was like right before Valentine's Day to read, and I did add it to like my little wish list thing that I have. And last but not least, it was the Napkins and Other Distractions by M.A. Wardell. I started the series with Teacher of the Year, and I do have the special edition for that one too. And I have also the second one, Mistletoe and Michigas, or Michigas and Mistletoes. I haven't read that one either, and I haven't read this one either, but I needed to complete the collection, and these are SteamyLit exclusive, I think, special editions. So I'm really excited about it, and I love the fact that it's actually wrapped. Like, it was like that on the shelf. So, pristine condition. Get these stickers because if you know me, I am a hoe for a sticker, especially for my Kindle. Now, the first one I grabbed was this disco ball. I have been obsessed with like the disco retro era, so I love that. Did get these little cherries. I love cherries. That's actually a fun fact everyone should know. My car, like the air freshener for my car, cherries. When I get like food or a type of dessert and there's a cherry on it, I'm eating that cherry immediately. I actually do buy cherries from time to time and just eat cherries. So I love cherries, and it says bite me. And then last but not least, of course, Queer AF. I love this sticker. I'm probably going to put all of these on my Kindle now because I usually do Kindle refreshes. I used to do them monthly, but now I'm like, that's kind of too much work sometimes. So I do them like every other month. Or if there's like a specific holiday coming up, I'll do it like tied to the holiday. So right now it's like still for Valentine's Day. I should probably update that. So we're gonna also organize. Talk to you guys later. Bye! It's the next day. I said I was gonna do it last night or yesterday, but again, work is putting its paws on me.
I want to rough them up though, you feel me? I want to put them paws on them.
So, next day. And things are good for now. Kind of look how I want them to look. I have some special editions that are coming, I think, next month. I do have Magic with the Bells next month. I didn't pre-order anything, actually. I'm doing this whole buy limiting, so because I feel like with book buying bans, I fall off the wagon like really bad. So limiting myself as to what books I can get per month has been working out. No, it has not. I'm lying, actually, but that's what I'm doing. So I hadn't pre-order anything for Magic with the Bells, so we'll see if I come back with some books. I do have some to take to get signed. We'll see how the rest of it goes, I guess. That's that. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.